Simply, you do not write off the Nigerians. You do not write them off. It's pure cinema. I'm not even Nigerian, but you just can't write them off. There's far too much quality in that team. Eric Shell has done an absolute madness. Pure and utter madness. How has Eric Shell got a team that won 1 out of 6 in those playoffs by the skin of their teeth? They had to win by 4. They've done exactly that. I said a few days ago, you've got to fill your boots. You've got to fill your boots because it may well be the difference between a World Cup spot, a playoff spot, and none of those. They should have filled the boots against Lesotho, and that goal Lesotho scored when Nwabali was messing about, that nearly cost them. It nearly cost them that playoff spot. Aussie men, can you please respect this guy? I do not want to hear the slander on this guy ever again. Look at what he's done in the last 4 qualifiers for the Nigerians. Aussie men has carried these guys, if I'm being honest, a hat-trick in Uyo, but it was Thomas the Frank Engine, Frank Onyeka, bang, 4-0, and that may well break the hearts of Burkina Faso fans, but whatever happens in the rest of this campaign, Nigeria will be in the African World Cup playoffs. And is it starting to settle in yet? It doesn't matter how you play. It doesn't matter who you play. You've got to be in it to win it. And that's what they've done. Benin absolutely folded like a pack of squirrels. How many times I told you, Benin aren't good. It just showed you how much the others were slacking, that Benin actually led the way. They were never going to get a World Cup spot. How many times? They were never going to get a World Cup spot. Go not raw, you've just been, look, you've just been done, mate. I'll be honest, mate, you've been done. You've gone there, given it the big one, saying you're going to get the ultimate revenge on the team that fired you. You've done the opposite, mate. You've showed them exactly why they fired you, Gernot. You can't go there and rock up and lose 4-0. Tonight was Gernot Raw's best game as manager for Nigeria. And he wasn't even in their dugout. Eric Shell, we knew about him in Algeria. He came, obviously he did the AFCON with Mali. He had the water poured on his head. There's going to be a lot more poured on his head tonight, I'll tell you that. And he goes to Oran, club in Algeria. Then he gets the Nigeria job. Many thought, wow, how's he managed that? But you're seeing why. Aussie men is integral. Can I shout out Chukwueze as well? I thought Chukwueze was very good. He's instrumental in a couple of the goals. I thought Chukwueze was very, very good. Nigeria needed South Africa to win, and they needed to win by 4 if that was the case. That's what they've done. It's Burkina Faso who now are going to be worrying and biting their nails, but 4-0. And I'll tell you this now. Nigeria are going to be the highest ranked FIFA ranking nation in those playoffs. So they're going to face the worst FIFA ranked nation in those playoffs. Could be, Gabon or whoever it is. I back Nigeria to win those playoffs. I think Nigeria are going to do it. All this wasn't just to lose the playoffs, by the way. All this was to get to the World Cup. And Nigeria, with the format changing, with the 3 points coming away from South Africa, everything fell for them. Everything fell for them. Then South Africa draw to Zimbabwe. They host Benin. They know even though Benin have it in their hands, Nigeria have just got to beat them. They stop Benin going. They get the 4 goals. I thought they were brilliant. I thought Nigeria were fantastic. And the clock's ticking. 85, 86, 87. You know they've got to get the 4th. But you just felt like that game wasn't going to end until Onyeka stepped up, until the 4th goal came. And that's exactly what happened. So Nigeria sneak into those playoffs. Cameroon are in those playoffs. And are we going to be looking at a Nigeria-Cameroon final? I still think Nigeria, despite everything that's happened, are the favourites to beat Cameroon. I don't think Cameroon are good. When Onana's in goal, anything can happen, right? But if we get Nigeria and Cameroon playing each other in the World Cup playoff final in Morocco, that'll be football heritage. Listen, Nigeria are still going to play a semi-final, a final, and then another game against a team from another continent in March. The World Cup draw is going to happen, and Nigeria is still going to probably be in the dark as to whether they're in the World Cup or not. They've got the job done. You've got to give massive credit to Eric Shell, truce to Kong's leadership. Osimhen, a couple of other players really stepped up as well. And I think Nigeria now are going to attract a few new talents. Are they going to get Tosin Adarabioyo, for example? Because when you get a potential World Cup spot or a World Cup spot, it's a lot easier to get these binationals from Europe, isn't it? But what an extraordinary set of events it has been in these FIFA World Cup qualifiers. It's pure cinema. And even the most diehard of Nigerians thought it was very much over. Those points dropped. Those draws against Zimbabwe. Thank goodness the draws were against Zimbabwe because they only lost 2 points in the second place ranking table. That's crucial. How many times have we seen teams in these rankings lose 6 points You know, the likes of Burkina Faso losing 6 points because of the results against 6th place. Didn't matter in this group because it was Zimbabwe, where Nigeria didn't get many points from. It's the results against Lesotho and etc. and Lesotho and Rwanda that mattered in the end. So Nigeria again in the playoffs. It's a clean slate. You've got to put this to one side now. It's a clean slate. We're talking about the Super Eagles, the AFCON finalists of Nigeria. They're in good form. And the other 3 playoff teams, they're not going to want to play Nigeria. I can't believe it. They've done it. Congratulations to the Super Eagles. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.